We got a new frying pan. Sure, bud. Well, how you folks doing today? I'm good. Me and Tripper are out here back at the fort, obviously. You know, I had so much fun here the other day that it's only been 3 days. And I'm back. And in between that, I edited the last video, did some stuff with the family, and let my noggin heal up a little bit. Tripper's doing good too on his arm. I was at Canadian Tire yesterday. Canadian Tire is like Canada's version of like Menards or something along those lines. They sell more than just tires. And I saw this little frying pan, this cast iron frying pan, and I had to get it. It's perfect for eggs. I brought eggs this time. I remembered the eggs. We got eggs. So yeah, we're gonna season this guy up. We'll use it up. Fry up some eggs and bacon in there. I'll probably leave this out here just because it's so heavy duty. Maybe rig up a little lanyard on it, hang it up, but for now. Oh, and I got my my Soul of Siberia Kuksa, which I hadn't been able to find since last winter. Got it. So we're all bushcrafted up today. Yeah, I've got also an old brown poly tarp, like I said I was gonna get. I actually found this in my garage from the previous owners. There's a couple holes in it and stuff, but I figured this is the exact one I wanted. Why go out and buy a new one? Well, I could just patch the holes up with tape. There's going to be thatching on it as well. This is just for extra bonus waterproofness so that I can leave things here so I can be protected from rain, and then it'll stop the snow as well from coming through. So we got all that stuff. I got some more cordage. Yeah, spend the day out here again with the dog. Have a fun day. I also do have the old Scout with me. No axe today. We got the big old chopper. So this is the Adventure Sworn Scout, and we'll be using that to play around with today. Oh, one more thing. I brought out a piece of a shovel. I feel like I do want to level the ground in there, so this might be a use for that. If not, I'll get a hoe out here and. But yeah, no, that should do the trick. You just working on that hole? Yep. I like being able to saw standing things that I don't have to hold, so I can use two hands. Whenever you can use two hands on the saw, you're getting so much more oomph out of it. And it's not as taxing on your arms. Watch out, bud. You gotta move, man. Move. Move. And a longer saw wouldn't be a bad thing either, but this saw is a great all-around tool. Stay there. Good boy. Woo, buddy. Took some doing. He's literally doing the same thing Scout used to do. Running up and biting all the limbs off the tree. Man. They are so alike in some ways. Not in most ways, but in some ways. There he goes. Good boy. Good boy, Trip. You can see just how big this one is in comparison to my hand. So what I think I'm going to do, because they're going to be somewhat heavy at that diameter, I'll start at the end and cut. I'll measure here with a stick and I'll cut the pieces that I need to start on this side for the up and downs. I'll start with the really thick stuff. And that whole tree is pretty thick, so maybe I'll be able to do a good portion of this wall with that. I still do want to put one or two more beams on here, but I think that's what I'm going to do. So I need a measuring stick that's going to be as long as, or just a touch longer than this last rafter. Here's some of my cut-offs. So I got two different sizes, so right at the end, this will be fine. So this is the measuring stick to start with, and then I can work up to this one. Watch out, buddy. Tripper. Stay away. Alright, here. You want this? There you have it. There you have it. Just so my saw doesn't pinch, I'm going to roll this around underneath, prop it up. Oh no, that'll be fine. Alright, I'll just pretend this is that. Go right up to it. Alright. And with these being even bigger now too, I don't have to worry about getting them into the ground so much. Their one weight is gonna keep them still. Yeah, that'd be cool if I can get a big fat wall of these guys. Cool. Okay. So then next up needs to be just shorter than this stick. Oh, this log is my next 45 minutes out here. Yeah. It's happening more and more. You good still in there? Check, check. Aeroplane. It's my aeroplane. Bushcraft spike with planes. What's going on, Tripper? What's going on? It's for you, big guy. Yeah. I wonder. It's not so bad. It's much thicker than the other ones, but it looks okay because it's at the end, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I put the big end at the top here because the bottom part didn't have enough room for the big wide end. That fills out a couple more spots that would have taken up 2 or 3 smaller logs to do. Yeah, okay. Let's see where they sit now. So sit right there, which is not bad. Actually, there's even a little corner in the wood. Kind of smashed in there. This will get tied to this. This will get tied to the ridge pole up there. And possibly even down here somewhere, so it's all sturdy. You saw in the last video, I was hammering on that wall over there and she was fine, so it's a good setup. For this side, I am going to use the actual paracord as opposed to that thinner stuff, just because there's some serious pieces of wood. Gloves would help with this. Oh, you can see just how much that toggle helps, though. Yeah, that's in there. I know I said that I didn't need to dig it out, but it slopes upward, and I think it'd be just even that more sturdy if I did. So this cuts through this earth, man. I'm going to save it all right next to it. Oh, look at the color of the earth, the soil. I'm going to save it all right next to it, and then I can pack it in around the bottom like I did on the other side, like you saw in the last video. Don't worry about it, man. It's just a crow. Alright. Got all those pieces on that we could possibly use from that one tree. It's a good start to a second wall. Look at it in contrast to the other wall here. He's on point. That wall looks fine. But look at that. Ba-bam. Something about using bigger logs for sure. So let's test it and see how wide it really is, because it doesn't look that wide. The shelter is deep. That's what's good about it. I'll have lots of room in and out this way, but yeah, I'll definitely have plenty of room to lay down. Let's test her out and see. This ground does need to be fixed. Yeah, I got about, like I said, about 6 inches on top, maybe a little bit less on the bottom, maybe about 10 inches on top. But so a good amount of space if I even myself out in here. It's not too shabby. Like I said, the bed's gonna go back here. I'll probably take up to this second last pole, or even the last one. And I'll still be able to sit up in it probably. Let's see. If I put it about that high, I can sit up in it, which is helpful. And then I still have spots in front of the bed. Boom, boom, 2 chairs. And again, that awning needs to happen too. Woo! My fort in the woods. Just hanging at my fort, you know, my fort in the woods. Bro. Are you chewing on my glove? You little son of a gun. Hey, hey, hey! You better hope that was the Velcro I heard, son. Oh my goodness, dog. Oh, they're soaked. And it looks like the wall is going to line up with the big post like I wanted it to. Right there. I keep putting them in. What are you growling about? You're going to be okay, man. I promise. Actually, you know what? I'm getting kind of hungry. I might stop to cook up a lunch and make a tea and stuff. But I'm just looking here. I want to get rid of this tree and a couple of these limbs to make it easier for me to get around this side of it, because once that's blocked in, it'll be easier to go this way than all the way around. It already is easier to go this way. So all these limbs are going to get taken off, or at least cut lower so I can still use them for hangers and stuff. Yeah. Take out that, take out this whole, clear out this whole area. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. The 3 tree there, the clump of them is cedar, and I'll be able to use a lot of those twigs and branches for my fire. Got a decent amount of firewood there, some twigs and actual fuel. I really don't like the slope here, how my fire pit's kind of down in this pit part, and I sit over there, and this is kind of just up here, so fire was always going to want to be there. So I'm wondering if I can dig out the ground, which might even be good for it, because I can mix up the duff with the sand underneath, and it'll be even better, safer. See, it's red. I said like clay sand underneath there. It'll be safer for it, I think. So I'm going to spend quite some time, I believe, trying to even this out. There's a bunch of gravel under there too. I should have brought the handle for this shovel. Look, you can really see the layers there. Watch out, buddy. There, doesn't that seem so much better now? I think so. You gotta remember, by the time I got out here last year to start this, there was already snow on the ground, eh? A lot of things couldn't get done. And that was the plan the whole time, to wait till different times of year to come back out here. Anyways, that's much better now. There's still a little bit of a slant, but I can at least have the fire up here near where I'm gonna be. You can figure I'm gonna have to flatten all this out. That'd be a job for a tool with a handle on it, I think. Or a dog, eh? Job for a dog. Bark, bark, bark. We got a good fire going here. Here's a roaster. Sure if you're gonna get warm, buddy. You're gonna get warm sitting there. There you go, silly boy. Man, she is windy. All sorts of leaves coming down today. It's very pretty. It's a lovely, lovely time to be in the forest. Just lovely. Perfect. A little dirty. So I did not season that. I'm going to season it with bacon grease. See if it works out. I'll grill the rest of them. I just want to get the pan all greasy. I made myself a fancy spatula. I gotta remember not to grab the handle with my hand. If you don't grab the handle with your hand, is it even a handle? Huh? Huh? This handle is the hottest thing I've ever touched in my life. I gotta try and flip these guys somehow. I've dumped out some of the grease already. Oh. Might be a little burned on the bottom. How it feels. Ah. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, no flipping is going to happen. None of the flipping is happening. This glove is toasty. Oh, something. I broke one of the oaks. Darn it. Darn it, darn it. Oh, it's hot. This is for the dog, but I'm just going to let it cool down. Good boy. Try and get some bacon and egg all in the same mouthful. Woo! Almost lost her, trying to be fancy. Is there hotter than hot? Is there hotter than boiling? You know, wood retains the heat, right? Okay, well, lunch was good. It was a good stop, good little break, but it's time to keep going. I gotta finish this wall. I need to take down another bigger tray so I can get 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 more pieces actually, and I only have on there 6 right now, so I'm gonna do a lot more work. Hop tour. Good one. Yay. That's looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna put one more in there. I got a decent sized log here. Yeah, man. It's looking pretty good. I gotta pack it all in at the bottom. If I can get one more in there. Let's try. Well, there's a big root there from the tree. It'll have to fit in that spot there. This one's kind of wampus over here. It's got a little bend to it, but it's not so bad if I put it that way. Right there. Righto. Righto. Alright. So obviously I'll have to trim some of those pieces up. It looks all out of whack. But that's a solid wall, boys and girls. The wind, she is coming. The wind, she is coming. What are you doing? Yeah, get your nose right in there, big guy. Little dirt merchant. So I've been thinking about it, looking at this. I really don't like this. I originally was going to get all new ones to make them as long as the longest one. Have a little bit of an awning. But what I think I'll do instead is cut them all pretty short. So maybe right around this length here. The shorter ones I'll leave shorter, obviously. But right around this average length here, I'll trim them all about that size so that I can drape a tarp over it for now, because it's going to rain for like the next week. I don't know how much I'm going to get back here or not. I want to keep stuff here. I want to keep this place dry before the snow coming in a couple months. This dog is just digging to China right now and eating the roots. So anyways, I don't want to have my tarp all wampus out each way. So I think if I trim it up a little bit, it'll be good. Tuck it all in on the sides, and then the majority of it will stay dry. Yep, let's do that. Tripper, what are you doing, man? Your whole face is under the ground. You find some truffles? Little truffles under there? Little truffle dog? Little truffly dog, Tripper? I have to keep my eyes closed on this one. Silky saw will be better, more manageable for this. I'm only going to really trim these ones right across. Old Dusty Joe. Where do you... No, I'm not going to do it. Tripper, you can hear me. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Man, you're right in there. What are you doing? Can't be good for you to breathe in all that sand, man. I'm the sand dog. It's tarp time. I almost don't want to put it on. I really like the looks of the logs with the leaves, but it does nothing without some kind of shelter or without some kind of thatching. And there's really, other than ferns here, not much. Anyways, this is gonna be fine. So one side is brown, one side's green. We'll put the brown on the outside. I don't know the dimensions of this, and I don't know the dimensions of the fourth, but hopefully they will line up. Any luck, they will line up. Tuck it there for a moment. Looks like it's gonna fit. stripper, there's nothing there, man. Not too shabby. Okay, so it's obviously not going to go down the sides, but that's okay for now. Pick it something else or get it something else after, but right now I don't care about that. Well, bam, son. Plenty of room. Plenty of space. Plenty of tarp to go around. Alright, she ain't pretty just yet, but she's on. What I want to show you is this. Because I know I'll get comments saying, oh, if you have your tarp tucked in like you do, you're going to get rain inside. And you're absolutely right, but I don't plan on leaving it like that. I got to cut this down so this can come over, and this can drape over all of those as well. I'm going to cut these down too. I do think I'll wait for my silky because it's easier to get in there with the silky saw. So I'm not worried about it today. The back needs to be pulled down tight. This is all super loose, right? Back needs to be pulled taut. And now I have this overlapping the back and coming down. I'll put stakes in, right, to pull it down tight. And then that way, when I'm laying in bed, it'll be dry. And this side's pretty good, actually. It's covered all up pretty good. I will have to stake it down to make it tight, but it's looking good. That's how I want the other side to look too, overlapped like that. And I just need to cut them. Yeah, it gets over most of it already. I gotta spend some time and cut these absolutely flush, or as close to the other log as I can get. And then I'll get them all under here, pull it down tight. Yeah, it'll look much better. And then I'll get some debris on the back of it too. Bam. Good boy. Well, here's the view from the inside. That tarp needs to be fixed up big time, but that'll happen. I like it. This wall is awesome. What do you think, buddy? Still eating charcoal. Well, it's after 3 now. Been out here all day. It's Friday, so the kiddo is done school for the week. We normally have movie nights on Friday and Saturday nights. So I get home. She'll get home right after I am, and we'll spend the night together. I'm going out tomorrow with Bush, and we are trying to find an abandoned mine. We're going to go explore an abandoned mine with our ATVs. It's supposed to be storming all day, but I'm excited for that. At least raining all day. It sounds like a lot of fun. Hopefully we find it. When we find it, we'll definitely go in and take you guys with us. I'm going to make a video for sure. Oh. Well, maybe I'll just make up this this bench in here real quick before I go, just to make it look like home again. It's been a minute since I did a camp at Bush. We hung out a couple times lately, but oh, and we're not camping either. It's just a day thing tomorrow. That's fine. It's a low bench. It's a low bench. Nice. I do have to trim up all the top ones. Like I said, I did a little bit of them, but I didn't do as many as I should. They all need to be flush. I think, you know what, to be honest with you, I think what I'll do is cut them almost flush to the ridge pole, and then just have that tarp hanging out. I'll build a ceiling and awning out there after. But yeah, it just looks horrible the way it is. But it's all touch and go. This is all like cockeyed and everything. Like this, it's not straight. Even though the ridge pole is not a straight line. Ooh, it must have yielded in some sap. Anyway, yeah, it's coming along, man. A lot of progress in the last couple days, as well as make it feel homely. Homey? One of the two. Can you just leave them alone, please, Chipper? Even better. Off the ground, away from the rain, the elements. Alright, yeah, I think she's seasoned pretty good. Nice amount of dirt in there now. It's always fun. Alright, I can hang our pan up. Well guys, thanks for watching this video. Had another really fun day in the woods here with Tripper, building the old fort. Come a long way in the past couple days. Only more improvements to make and more fun to have. Hopefully this is some kind of incentive for you guys to get out. So I liken it to a skateboarding video back in the day when I was younger, when I was a skater. Before I went out skating, I would watch skate videos to pump myself up. I hope these kind of videos pump you guys up. Go out, even if you're not making a fort in the woods, go out and brew up a cup of coffee and maybe make some bacon or have a hike. Use an alcohol stove, whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to be this type of stuff, but I hope this kind of stuff inspires you to get out and have some fun. You guys have a good day. I'll be back soon. See you on the next one.
On to the next one.